In St. Landry Parish, the future of historic buildings is at stake as the community is meeting to discuss a future that does not involve demolition.
And News 10's Zane Hogue attended today's meeting at Opelousas City Hall, where the community says they need more manpower if the buildings are to be saved.
Here in Opelousas, the fate of historic buildings such as the one here on Growley Street have been a major topic of discussion during council meetings since March. Today, a building preservation interest meeting between city officials and the community hopes to be the first step in finally deciding what will happen to the buildings next. The building here on Growley Street has stood in Opelousas for over a century and was donated to the city 3 years ago. However, due to the condition of the building and the lack of a clear vision for it, code enforcement believes the best plan of action would be to demolish the historic structure. In the 5 months since that initial proposal, News 10 has spoken to council members such as Marvin Richard, who say it would be difficult to see the building demolished, but if no investors come forward, the demolition may be a necessary decision. We've also spoken to architect and former state representative Stephen Ortego, who says if the building is given more time, it will be classified in the city's historic district and can be open to opportunity for tax credits and to be the first project to begin that revitalization in the historic downtown area. Today's meeting brought forth the question of how does the city move forward and find balance between maintaining the historical significance of some of the buildings in the area and getting the city to move forward for economic growth.
Our community in Opelousas realizes that we have such a rich history here, and a lot of that literally lives within some of those historic buildings, and that there's a group of people that are passionate about saving that culture, and part of that is to look at what needs to be done to save those buildings.
Another big takeaway was that value on communication. More importantly, the communication with everyone in the community to truly find that balance between preservation and progression.
You know, we want everybody. You have a seat at the table. We have plenty of chairs. If you've never been on a board before, if you've never served on a committee, but you're passionate about Opelousas or you're passionate about your neighborhood, this is something that you should be involved in.
Another meeting just like the one held today is being planned for the future. However, there is not yet a time and date attached to it. Zane Hogue, KLFY News 10.